Hello everyone, this is Gaming Taxi, today we're going to talk about Halo Wars 2, which is a RTS game, or at least what I believe is going to be an RTS game, because, Halo Wars was an RTS game, so from my understanding, Halo Wars 2 is also going to be an RTS game, but Mr. Red Panda here knows a lot more than I do, and he's going to basically talk about Halo Wars 2. So you can go ahead.
So the weird thing is well, everybody knows this is kind of odd if you played Halo Wars. By the way, spoiler alert, if you don't know, Forge was allegedly dead in the original in Halo Wars. At the end, he was thought to be dead because the planet was burned alive. But no, he's alive. Yeah. He's alive. He really is. Somehow he's alive. But it's weird because he died now, and yet in the trailer, you see him on the ground fighting with Red Team. # Alice. That was the name of one of the Red Team people. But, I don't, it's just, there's not much to talk about on this topic, but it's also nice to know that the Brutes finally have a play in this. Because in the last game, they were just playable characters, and they didn't really do anything. They were just there because they needed some other players for the Covenant. No one really knows why they were there, but now they have a huge role, as you can see the Brute Chieftain with awesome gravity hammer. And surprisingly, unlike most Spartans, somehow Red Team survived that massacre of all those planets. It really did surprise me that Red Team's still alive, because most Spartans died right around the Halo incident. Most of the Spartans died through that, which is why it surprised me. It really surprised me about that, because I don't know how they didn't die like most of the other Spartans. It was very odd to see how Red Team was still up and they were still fighting. Another thing is I wonder when this takes place. I'm not 100% sure, but this also, I think, starts out on the Spirit of Fire, if I'm correct, which, if you don't know, is the ship from the Halo Wars game, which I would actually also like to do which I might, near the end of this, do a little quick recap on, of how that went. Well, either way, it's still very odd. A lot of the stuff that happened is that I do wonder if it's the same, if the Brute Chieftain we're seeing is the same Brute Chieftain from the first game. It did very interest me, because the main hero, or whatever you can say, whatever you call him, for the Brutes was a Brute Chieftain, and they look similar if you do put them on red. If you see them on red, I just wonder if he had maybe like an upgraded hammer or something. It did interest me very much. I did also wonder why they are on the it's surprising to see that when they're on the flood world. Why would the Brutes be on the flood world? Do you have any idea?
No?
Yeah, he doesn't really know much about the flood or Halo at all. But
Well, I do know that the floods eat you from the inside out!
okay, come on, stop. I just said that one quote about Halo 3 of that crazy guy, something like that, how they eat from the inside out. But yeah, the flood. Why would the Brutes be on a world where there are freaking zombies? I would leave. If I saw a zombie infectious like species, I would be like, nope. But no, the Brutes are apparently that awesome that they thrive on a world with zombies. Who
But
does that?
do you think the next Halo Wars 2, do you think it's gonna have the same hate that this game had?
Who knows? There are a lot of fans. The people who like this, though, the reason it took so long, they were teasing it at Halo Wars 2 for a long time. But the reason they finally did it is because there were like not a lot, but at the same time there were a couple, maybe 100, maybe even a few thousand that actually liked this game, and they finally decided to make a remake. Just seeing like, maybe it's because Halo, like, I love Halo 5, but apparently to a lot of big people who can say their minds on YouTube, and people who just don't like it, it didn't, like Halo 5, even if you're going to hate me for this, you have to admit it wasn't that great. but at the same time, they maybe just thought it as well as because like. I guess as well as Halo 5 is doing, I don't think it could really hurt us to make a Halo Wars 2.
Yeah, I guess, but I hope that the creators just got some information from what the people didn't like about this game, and maybe make it better in the next one.
Yeah, the problem is that the world's ever changing, and you really can't base a video game off its old predecessor that's like years old. I can't even remember. This might be over a decade old. I have the box right here. Let me see.
You say that's 2006?
It's probably, yeah, it's at least probably 2006 now that I think about it. Yeah, I don't know where it is on here, but who really cares?
Oh, well, at least you get to watch this really cool cutscene, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, they'll probably do upgrades, but it's an ever-changing world. If it was like Halo 6 might do better than the Halo Wars 2 because of the fact that they know that Halo 5 would have a better estimation of what they need to change. Okay, so yeah, better estimation. But again, like they do have to base it off this Halo Wars because of the fact that that it's a real-time strategy game. At least I think it is. Like, who would get the great idea of, okay, so we made a real-time strategy. The sequel idea, first-person shooter. Yeah. And yes, but I guess this does have a problem with it. But it could be good. This is a big risk, though. Openly showing that they don't even have most of their team for this game yet. They're still up for hiring new people. For all you know, a guy could just get out of college, somehow not know what Halo is. If you don't know what Halo is, there might be a little something wrong with you. But it's okay. It's okay if you're new to the concept. I just mean, like, you don't get out of college and never hear of Halo. This game is big.
Okay, guys, thanks for watching it this far. If you want to see more content from us, you can subscribe. If you have something that you want us to play or talk about, write it down in the comments. And thank you all for watching.